that about 3 to 4 terrorists were involved in this horrific terror attack in Pahalgam, and 2 of them, which, the sources say, were speaking in Pashtun, and 2 of them were local terrorists. And that is clearly reflective of Pakistan's involvement in this horrific terror attack. Pradeep, what more details do you have? This clearly giving away the fact that once again it is Pakistan which has perpetrated terrorism on Indian soil, and the involvement is absolutely clear.
Yes, Shia, you are absolutely right. In fact, footprints of Pakistan stands completely exposed. Though Pakistan, as usual, is in a denial mode, it was really laughable listening to the Defence Minister Khwaja saying that they have no role in this attack. It was basically the indigenous terror outfits or who are rebelling against the Indian government. They have carried out this attack. Everybody knows what really happened to Osama bin Laden, where he was hiding, because that time also they were in a denial mode. So far as the terror attack is concerned, there were 2 terrorists, 4 of them, 2 of them were speaking Pashto language, and they also got those body cams with them so that they can capture visuals. They have captured the visuals because later on the visuals will be used for the propaganda, because normally they will try to glorify their act of terror, and those videos will be used to further lure youngsters to gun culture, indoctrinate and brainwash the young mind.
All right, viewers, Pradeep, I'll come back to you. Viewers, there's also live visuals coming in of the Union Home Minister Amit Shah meeting with the families of the victims. Remember, in a short while back, the Home Minister had paid a rather somber homage to the victims of this horrific terror attack. The families, of course, who had come here for joy, for a vacation, for spending good time with their loved ones, are now going to be returning with the dead bodies of their loved ones. But that, viewers, does not break the resolve of the Indian citizens. They are saying here, and as I speak to a lot of tourists who have come in, as well as young Kashmiri minds here, who are saying that we condemn this attack and that we will not stop coming to Jammu and Kashmir. We want the Kashmiris to prosper and for the valley to prosper. My colleague Priyank is joining us at the moment. Priyank, the Home Minister now meeting with the families of the victims.
Yes, Adi Shihab, Home Minister Amit Shah has also met the family members, because what we saw that there's a bus full of family members which had gone inside, and we have also got the actual schedule of the flight which will be boarded by these family members. What we can certainly see that there are out of 4 to 5 members of the family who will be accompanying the mortal remain of all these individuals who have lost their life. There are several flights which will be flying, one from Srinagar and multiple flights from the national capital, so that the mortal remains can be taken to the respective location where the final rites will be done. There are approximately 27 I beg your pardon, 23 flights which are scheduled. 2 of them are yet to be known to the authorities, and all of them are either Air India or the Indigo flight which will be flying from here and Mumbai. The family members who were along with the deceased have also been brought here. They have been, the family members will be also going there, but soon after Amit Shah, the Home Minister, came to this police control room, the family members were also brought here. They are still inside. They will be moving out of this location along with the mortal remains of their loved one who were brutally attacked yesterday by these terrorists inside while they were camping in this area of Pahalgam. The family members are still there. After meeting the Home Minister, they will be doing the formality, and then they will be allowed to take the mortal remains back to their respective cities.
Priyank, this always, is a rather somber and humbling experience for the loved ones, for the families of those who've lost their lives. But we're also seeing a lot of outrage against Pakistani-sponsored terrorism. Indians across the country are saying that we will not let Pakistan-sponsored terrorism stop us from coming to the Jammu and Kashmir Valley, to contributing to the economy and making sure that the region prospers, something that Pakistan does not want.
Tejasvi Surya is here. Tejasvi Surya is here. Let's talk to him. Tejasvi Surya is here. Tejasvi, what do you have to say about this drastic... Okay, I'll just take a second. Tejasvi, sir, what do you have to comment about this attack. You have paid homage to those individuals who have lost their life. What is the message?
It is an extremely unfortunate, barbaric attack that has taken place. The victims of the terror attack have met with Honorable Home Minister Amit Shah ji today. They have expressed their grief, their anger. The Home Minister very patiently listened to all of them, has assured action and justice to all the victims. From Karnataka, 3 people have died. We are coordinating the transport of the families safely back Karnataka and other places. The Government of India, the local administration here, and respective state governments of all victim states are coordinating to ensure safe return of all.
Right, we're also seeing the Union Home Minister Amit Shah meeting with the families of the victims. Remember, Mr. Amit Shah has been in Jammu and Kashmir since last evening. He rushed to the spot. In fact, we're also hearing that he might go for an aerial survey of the spot where this dastardly terror attack took place. But obviously, it is a rather humbling, rather somber experience for those who came here to spend good quality time, to have fun, to enjoy the Kashmiri beauty here, but obviously that has now turned into tears and sadness. However, young Kashmiri voices today telling us that we condemn this attack, we condemn this kind of extremism, and that we will not let this break our resolve of making sure that Jammu and Kashmir prospers. I have my colleague Pradeep Datta joining us on the broadcast. Pradeep, the fact that there are young Kashmiri voices coming out today and speaking with us and saying that we condemn this kind of terror, we condemn this kind of extremism, and we want Indians from across the country to come here so that this region prospers, and that is probably the biggest defeat of Pakistani-sponsored terrorism here.
Yes, Shreya, you're absolutely right. That's what actually has rattled Pakistan, because people of Kashmir Valley, they have rejected terrorism, they want tourism, they have said goodbye to separatist activities because they know that Pakistan is only going to get them death and destruction, and they have been suffering for the last several decades. So they wanted to say goodbye to all these things. There is a complete transformation what we have seen after abrogation of Article 370. I was listening to that young boy you were interacting with. They said that we really want peace. We do not want people to go with the bodies back home, because they want that they should go back home with the memories so that they can again and again come out to this place. But what really has happened this time, that Pakistani bullets have cut short their journey, and many of them have lost their life. That picture will remain etched in the hearts and minds of each and every Indian. That young lady who had come for honeymoon, sitting on the side of the body of her husband, and she is completely silent. That clearly indicates that how these brutes, these cowards have targeted all those people, unarmed civilians, have nothing to do with the Indo-Pak politics, who were here only contributing to peace and prosperity in the region. But these Pakistani terrorists, they cannot see a smile on the face of people of Kashmir Valley. That's why they are indulging in such activity. During the last few years, we have seen that number of youngsters joining terror ranks have also decreased. That's one of the reasons that right now, out of 100%, 90% of Pakistani terrorists are operating, because only a handful of Kashmiris are in terror-related activities, and many of them are not actively participating.
All right, Pradeep, I'll come back to you, and I'll keep getting our viewers the ground situation from Jammu and Kashmir, the minute-to-minute updates, viewers, the Times Network is getting from you from ground zero. But right now, it's time for a short break. Stay tuned to Times Now for all the updates from Jammu and Kashmir.